And based on the map and the score line here, we're in a pretty bad situation. We're down 2000 HP, we're down 2 tanks. Hey guys, Warm here again, and today I have a pretty great replay here of the E25 again. I just actually released a video a couple days ago on this, and I just had an amazing game today, and I really wanted to share this with you guys. So let's see. So we're here today. Show it up. We're on Siegfried Line in a tier 8 game. 3 tier 8s, which is probably the worst matchmaking you can get in the E25 since it has preferential matchmaking. And initially my plan in this game was to control the field. I was thinking that the T44 on their enemy team is likely their best player, or maybe the T92. I was hoping that they might try to, at least the T44 would try to secure the city or the town. So I wanted to see if I could control the field area. So try to take this push here. Unfortunately, I get spotted. I think it's because I was moving forward slightly, and that T92 also has really good view range. Goes to show the importance of having a good camo and really being stationary with the E25. The camo value on the E25 is really spectacular if you're stationary, right? It's not a light tank, it doesn't get the beneficial 100% camo even while moving, right? So get a good shot while he's trying to exit, and unfortunately the second shot only does critical damage into his tracks. So I noticed that the two of their top tier tanks are in the middle, but I see a bigger threat is this EBR that's just making a run all the way down here. Nobody, like this poodle should really be closer to this corner here, you know, or we should definitely have somebody here in this area. So this EBR is, you know, doing the right job or right work, kind of. He's getting lucky that he's kind of just yellowing here. Unfortunately, I probably should have just auto-aimed that shot. I eat 2 shells from him, unfortunately. And so I have to look at this. Look, the result of that was that our entire team is pretty much in this middle of this map. We haven't really moved away from cap, and so we've given up a lot of map control as a result of that EBR's actions, even though it was pretty reckless on his behalf and ultimately resulted in his death, but actually caused a lot of disarray for our team, right? We have our M4A1 Revolurise who hasn't even left spawn yet, right? He's not using his gun to help our team right now. And look at the amazing camo right here. We're able to track him, and we're sitting out in an open field and not even getting lit. That goes to show the significance of camo and just the overpowered nature of this tank. That mechanic of not losing any camo value after you're shooting really highlighted there. And so my plan here is to try to win this one line, push down here, and then hopefully flank this T44. He's the biggest threat on the enemy team. He's the tier 8 tank, and he has a really good gun, he has good armor, he has pretty much everything. So I want to see if I can, pester him a little bit. And a little bit of tunnel vision on my part. I actually don't realize I spotted I know that I've spotted the artillery, but I just decided to focus down the T44 is the bigger threat. And our artillery is raining down on this enemy in 12, and I should really know that because it's red, I shouldn't be shooting there. See that shot? You gotta shoot to the right or left of the gun. The gun was absorbing a lot of those shells there. And based on the map and the score line here, we're in a pretty bad situation. We're down 2000 HP, we're down 2 tanks, right? Our enemies, I don't know why our allies decided to push through when we were losing, right? It's definitely not what you want to do in most situations, obviously. In certain situations, you have to push through when you're down tanks, you need to push out a flank so you're not essentially surrounded, right? Like our team is currently, right? They're all in this quadrant, this southwest quadrant. They're all getting surrounded. They're just getting picked off. So I'm trying to help my team get some view range, extend out, harass these this G44, the guys in the middle, so they're not just focusing on my teammates here. And I can see a tracer. There's an artillery somewhere around here, and I'm thinking that the other artillery is here. But I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of making a risk here that the SU has left and joined the rest of his allies by pushing through and getting damage. So I take out that SU 14-2, that tier 8 Soviet SPG, and then I move on, and I think that there's another artillery somewhere in this corner here pushing through, and there's the SU-8. He's looking right at me. Luckily he doesn't stun me, so keep my med kit, but he does do a decent amount of damage to me, almost 200 damage. So now I'm thinking I want to try to run, so I feint like I'm going this way, and then wait until I'm no longer spotted, and I tried to go this way, but I think I was still spotted when I changed direction, right? And now checking the score line, it's 10-11. Looks like the enemy's pushed out a little too hard, and here I think, all right, well, it was good while it lasted. I'm probably gonna die here. So I actually make a turn here, try to fight, and luckily that shot hit, and I had a dead gunner too, so that was a very clutch turnaround, and I felt so good after that, because now look at the score line. Although we're down 400 HP, we're up by 1 tank, and these two players are not necessarily the best players, right? 700, 400, they're relatively I guess they're not really beginner either. But I thought, wow, we might actually be able to win this situation here. So what my plan is I wanted to go into the field because I thought they might come down to the city to try to harass me or kill me, and I wanted to get distance so I can use my superior view range and camo. But one of them gets into cap, so my plan is to cut through the city and go this way and cut along this 0 line here, and hopefully be able to spot the person in cap from the bushes along this 0 line, right? Since we already have our teammates on the west, I think I wanna try to open up the flank so that we have multiple lines of view, right? Fields of fire, because they're both non-turreted tank destroyers. If they're turning their tank to face one side, the other side will have their rears. So that's my plan here. And I'm pretty paranoid that they could be in any of these bushes over here, so. Luckily, I think the SU actually spots the SU-100 on our team spots the SU-152, the enemy team. So I move in here. We only got 26 seconds left. I'm trying to move up. Oh, the SU gets spotted again, so I think, all right, maybe I can wait here, get a shot in. Take one shot. I think the SU finished him off, or maybe artillery, and then now I get the light on him. He's looking the other way. I'm like, all right, let's go for the track. And now I'm pretty sure that the game is won. He just fired, missed, or actually hit the SU but didn't kill him. Must be using the stock gun or something real low. And we pull out the victory. So I remember my heart was just beating, especially in that interaction against that T-44. That was huge. But yeah, this was an amazing turning a surefire loss into a pretty great victory. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. All right, hey guys, we're in the post-game stats here. This was a first class mastery badge. We also got the Pascucci's medal for killing at least 2 enemy SPGs. High caliber, for at least 20% of the damage, defender for that reset on the Amex, and then finally a Confederate. This was 3,122 damage, nearly double anyone else on our team, as well as 3 kills and 1,200 base experience. On the enemy team, I think the T44, I mean, he had an alright, pretty good game, but I think he should have had a bigger impact in this game. I was getting scared there at the end while they were pushing that other field that, we were going to lose this game. But luckily, I made the right decision to go for artillery and isolate. This was 36 shots fired, 24 penetrations, and 3,000 damage, and about a third of it was from over 300 meters, so a decent amount was actually close quarters. We netted 38,000 credits, so we actually spent a decent amount on all those premium rounds for an 8.5 minute battle. One thing I will note for the crew, I do only have situational awareness at 100%, and I do not have recon at 100%, and thus my view range, as you can see, I'm using chocolate. If I take this out, I can only get to 433 meters view range without the premium consumable. So I have that currently up until I can get recon up to 100%, and then I'll check again to see if I can get to 445 without using chocolate, but unfortunately that's what I have to do, and I don't want to sacrifice camo. I think that's probably the most important thing, or most important strength of the E25, especially since it's such a big thing. If you want to be able to spot without getting spotted, you need to have a full camo crew. And so for my recommended crew training, I would recommend you go for obviously 6th Sense first, or go all camo, and then once you get reach 100%, then retrain for 6th Sense, right? And then once you get your 3rd skill, I would retrain for Brothers in Arms, and then obviously 6th Sense then, and then camo. But camo is always number 1 priority for the E25, and then also the Grill 15, which is the crew that I'm using here. And even though the commander doesn't, the commander is this situational awareness, I guess, is being, I guess, like thrown away in a sense. I think I might think about retraining him, and because I think I had Eagle Eye earlier, but I really don't like using premium consumables. But I mean, the E25 is so profitable that I think I might just eat that and switch this to something else, because I'm pretty sure you can get to this even without situational awareness. But that's my recommendation for the E25 anyways. And then, yeah, I just had this amazing battle that I really wanted to show you guys. So let me know your thoughts on the E25, and thank you for watching. Over and out.